Destiny! Hello, travelers, and welcome to some alpha gameplay footage for the new game coming out called Destiny. Now, before I go into commentary for this, I want to preface it by explaining the situation involving audio. So, I had originally recorded audio live when I was actually playing the alpha footage myself firsthand. However, for some reason, the audio file became corrupted, or my computer was just being a douche or something like that, and it got deleted. So, fun times. This is post-game audio recording. Now, to explain what this game is, basically going into it, so you guys know what I'm talking about here. Destiny is going to be this game coming out soon, September 9th to be exact. It's a first-person shooter by Bungie, and I believe Activision as well. But basically, the creators of Halo have made this game. It's going to be an online game only, but essentially it's a giant co-op multiplayer online game where you can upgrade your character, the little bike that you go around on, like kind of almost a speeder like from Star Wars, the spaceship you use to travel from different planet to planet, system to system, and essentially the overall plot premise of it is that at some point in Earth's history, this planet came called the Traveler. I don't know the specifics about what it does or what it did or what it could talk to, whatever. I don't know if it could talk or communicate, but somehow it did. And it basically helped revolutionize advancements in Earth science and all that for years. And there was like this time called the Golden Age where things were, it was fantastic and everything was all hunky-dory and that type of stuff. But eventually, it all kind of this stuff called the Darkness apparently ended up following it. And yeah, you can see the video's kind of screwing up right now because Roxy was being weird. It goes away in just a minute. But this darkness came after it, and now apparently there's bad guys that we got to take care of in the solar system. So in the alpha, I discovered that Planet Earth is mainly where the story missions and where the exploration missions are available. That's where most of the leveling up activity goes into. There's also a battle arena that takes place either on a moon or on other planets where you can go up against other people online competitively, in which the alpha only had this thing called capture, which is basically capturing and holding different zones and defeating enemies while you do so. And in addition to that, there was of course a central hub where you can go and get things looked at. You can upgrade your weapons and all that. I'm assuming there'll be even more available for it. But right here, first thing going into the review to talk about our character classes. Now, the character classes you can be are the Titan class, the Hunter class, and the Warlock class. After some deliberation and decision making, I myself ended up choosing the Hunter class. I thought it'd be a little underrated class to go with that I'd be a fan of. I like the pistol attack that I'd be able to eventually use if I upgraded it, and also I prefer stealth and with moderate action up close with the knife and all that would help too. Plus the knife throw was pretty cool. I have a feeling that when the game comes out, a majority of players will choose either the Titan because it just seems supreme, or the Warlock because that would use a lot more magic than I guess a Hunter would or whatever, or however I don't know if it's magic or not, but a lot of people would probably choose Warlock or Titan. So I decided to also go down what I thought might be the road less traveled, so I went with Hunter. And basically each individual, you can make multiple profiles when the actual game comes out, but like I said, this is the alpha right now. The beta for the game, which will be public because the alpha needed a code, the beta will be coming out, what was the date? I believe July 17th, I want to say, will be the date that the beta is made public, and I don't think alpha carries over to beta, because in alpha, I played some more after this, and it only let me level up as far as level 8, and it said, thank you for leveling up to the max level cap, we appreciate your support and all that. Oh, also right here, you can choose your appearance as well. You can choose whether you're male or female, and that goes for both human, fallen, or whatever the last one was. I missed the title of it. You can choose skin color. You can choose, it's kind of like, basically, it's like a lot less complicated version of Skyrim's sort of, the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim's sort of like character class and all that. So that goes for the same with all of the hair and the and what you're wearing and all that. Which is, well, when you're upgrading your when it comes to actual performance, you don't want to worry so much about the exterior or any sort of like cosmetic appearance or anything like that, due to the fact that sometimes the better helmet might not look the best, but it'll have the higher stats. So your appearance is always changing to other people that are online with you, which, by the way, they can basically, at any point during the games, a player can be in the same lobby as you are. It can just be kind of random, or whenever they end up
Pizza
going
Pizza cones is what we do on our off time. We look at Uni's Tumblr.
How's that? Yeah, something kicked up on it. Sorry about that. But anyway, and now right here, so it's welcome to the Destiny Public Alpha. This is not a test featuring. This is a test featuring work in progress code and a critical. Your participation will go a long way to making Destiny that much better for everyone. We absolutely could not do it without you. So right here, I gotta say, for an alpha build for a game, granted they've been working on it for over a couple of years, probably even several. It looks great right now, and it's thank you for playing. And it's this is all just alpha, so I can't even wait to see what the beta, let alone the actual gameplay looks like. Excuse me. Now, starting out, it's going to start me out in orbit above Earth, or I believe it's Earth. In which case, you can choose where you go with your ship. You can also upgrade your character while you're up there and all that. I like the whole setup they have for that as well. Now, I don't know if the equipment that I have and what I've done will or will not carry over to the beta, let alone I don't know if the beta progression will carry over to the final cut, because the final cut's going to be an actual disc copy unless you download the game, of course. And I know some betas for games let you carry over your carry over everything you had. Oh, here I am, by the way. So this is it so far, and let me make some adjustments here or there in terms of I'm editing as I go as well, so I'm making sure there's at least a decent amount of audio in and all that. Okay, now this little guy that you're about to either see him in my hand or he's already in my hand. Apparently he's called a ghost, and he's basically something that came from, he was spawned from the Traveler, which is a planet, and he basically helps me in the journey. He helps set waypoints, he gives me advice, talks to me, kind of reminisces about how Earth might have used to look and all that, kind of adds some story elements. And here we have the first combat sequence. Looks like I had an automatic rifle, or at least a semi-auto, and combat's fun. It's similar to Borderlands in the way where, I mean, as long as you're going along the basic campaign, unless you're doing a lot of side missions, enemies kind of level up with you. But as you'll see in a few minutes, if you go too far off the beaten trail down there, for example, or I'm not sure if you see it right now, but as you'll see, if you go too far off the beaten trail, then, yeah, different, let's just say it gets pretty nasty. But combat is fun. You can do either. It's not really so much hand-to-hand unless your enemy's either low on health, you have a power-up going on, or if you want to try to stealth kill someone. But definitely anywhere from short, long, or medium-range weapons are very effective. Shotgun's good for crowd control, more or less, especially when these things called the hive start swarming you. But yeah, going down into the sub-levels you might see right here. I'm not sure how far off I am. Not only is it very dark, but Ghost will give us light as well, which I was trying to figure out how to do flashlight, and I accidentally ended up throwing one of my grenades in the process. Which, interesting about grenades, though, technically you have unlimited grenades, but they just spawn. They respawn after a certain amount of time, and I'm guessing that you can do the cooldown thing. Oh yeah, and I discovered the taunts, where it was just like, you can just like kind of sit down, observe the battlefield, all that. You can do a little jig or a dance, which is kind of ridiculous, and you're just like, no, 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 and then the whole finger just like, no, 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 like, no, you don't. So those are all kind of hilarious. So eventually I end up heading down there, or I have headed down there, and yeah, it gets pretty hairy. There's a mystery class apparently that's off the normal charts for what might be on the monster or alien regime, as it were, and they're pretty brutal. Yeah, if you go too far off to the sides and you go away exploring, then you get your ass handed to you back on a silver fucking platter. So yeah, I'll try to stay away from any other overuse of language in this video, only because, oh geez, yeah, things get terrible and they're just destroying me. But yeah, so leveling up was, I'm trying to think of what else to touch on. Sorry about that. In the arena, the multiplayer is always fun. Depends how skilled people are. Now it can get annoying, or it can be pretty fun. Depends how skilled you are as well. Leveling up everything is always kind of fun because you can decide what to. It gives you full customization in terms of what you want to do between between, oh, yep, and down by Guardian. And respawn is actually pretty fair. It spawns you, I don't think you have a limited amount of lives. I can't really find any drawbacks to dying so far, other than the fact that it'll just spawn you a decent ways away and you'll be taken out of the arena or whatever battle you were in. But customization, like I was saying, for this game is fantastic. You can change anything from the armor that you have on your legs to the boots that you're wearing to the armored plates that you're wearing on your chest and body to your helmet or even the weapons or anything like that. The visuals, like I said, are really, really nice in this game. This isn't even finished. And playing this on PS4 and 1080p, as I imagine I will be great. I'm not going to be playing like a whole series of Destiny. It's mostly just going to be me doing this video for the alpha, a video showing the progressions and improvement when the beta comes out, and then a video showing the progressions and improvement for the final release. And if it becomes more demanded, or if I actually go online and play with some people like my good buddy Riffle269 and all that, or anybody else that I might meet as a YouTuber, then for all I know, I may end up actually playing more of it as fun co-op, just to kind of make a Scene Anders-esque video full of just different montages that might be hilarious or might be really cool, as it were. Hopefully nothing like, my top kills, because I kind of make videos that interest me, and videos where it's some guy sniping, a lot of players in a multiplayer lobby. It isn't really entertaining to me. It's like, oh, well, good job, but I mean, I don't know. It doesn't come across to me so much as just, a couple guys hanging out having a fun time in a lobby, making anything from jokes to references, just having a fun time and, letting the humor and the hilariousness, flow organically from the situation. So, let's see, what else? Yes, talking more about customization and all that. Like I said, very extensive. You can also buy different customizations. It shows you what your level is, what different parts of your actual character class that you can improve on. It shows individual stats for all your weapons, whether it shows attack. Excuse me, it's a bit late. Whether it shows attack, impact, reload speed, rate of fire, anything like that. It is quite detailed, and I'm sure it'll become even more detailed. The weapons themselves, you can tell they're a mixture of, they're between sci-fi and, grounded weapons, because, weapons like, sniper rifles, automatic weapons, snipers, and shotguns, they're all very still reminiscent of Earth or BM technology, but, there's a bit of a sci-fi twist, not only their design, but also, futuristic looks, and, even the ammo types, whether it be, electric ammo, freezing ammo, chance of doing fire damage, or even what I'm guessing would be corrosive in the future, similar to Borderlands in a sense. Gives it that little twinge of sci-fi that the game would then feed into that. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut off audio commentary in a little bit. This is just giving you a first look and all that. I might even cut some of the video, to be honest, just to kind of try to cut to the different parts in terms of combat and battle. The only problem that I faced, which I'll show you at the end of the video, is and of course it's to be expected with any sort of, especially an alpha build, is a server connectivity issue, and I'll show you that in just a sec. And as you'll see right here, as we're going in here, this was a further progression of the campaign mission that I was going to be working on. And as I get to this dead end here, and then Ghost is about to get me into the door, things kind of go awry. There's an error, and it's basically about the server and all that, which didn't happen to me a single time later in the next 48 hours of me in and out playing the game. So it was clearly a server error which they fixed. It should be under wraps. I don't think there should be any more server errors like that in the game's future, but that was kind of my cue to stop and cut off the gameplay video there and move on with my life and all of yours. So yeah, that's basically a good first look at the alpha of Destiny. If you have any questions about the game, let me know, or visit the homepage website, whichever that may be. I'm guessing something like Destiny.com. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you want to see more Destiny, let me know, and I'll get you more videos for that as soon as I can, which will be July 17th. So, expect more gameplay videos from yours truly, as well as hopefully more vlogs and projects in the future. And as always, hopefully you should be added as a member of the collection. I gotta work on a new thing. Anyway, goodbye, traveler.